Good evening all, hope we are doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing. Larry James, how are we doing? Hope we're all well. Welcome to, well, tell you what, a couple of things. Welcome to, is it, let me actually think before I welcome what will be the third welcome. Let's get on to it. Right, so first welcome to a new update, Gran Turismo, a new week of daily races, secondly. And thirdly, what I was going to say is welcome to the last stream on this rig, but that's not strictly true. Friday will be the last stream on the rig, so we'll work that one out, and we'll schedule that one a little bit later in the week. But we're going to do two daily races this week. We're going to do Daily Race B, which is at Nurburgring Endurance Layout, and then we're going to be doing Daily Race C, which is where we're going to kick things off. We are starting with no practice, however, so let's get the excuses in firstly. Group 3, which is going to be mega, at Watkins Glen for Daily Race C. Then we got Daily Race B, which is Group 4, at the Nurburgring Endurance Layout. So we're going to be enjoying both of those, hopefully. And then on Friday, if I can manage it, Friday is going to be the last stream that I do on this rig. And we'll talk about the update a little bit later. But we are going to be doing, or we're going to be upgrading this rig. Now, not the wheel and pedals, they are staying as they are, but what you can't see beneath this is the PLAYSEAT Evolution. So, which way do I need to go? I need to go that way. So, PLAYSEAT is what I'm in, and then with it is the actual Evolution rig and frame, but I'm going to be upgrading that to the GT Omega or Omega Prime rig. So, very excited about that, and that will be, when's that? That's actually coming tomorrow or Wednesday, which will be delivered to the new house, which we're now into as well, so excited about that also. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be getting the new rig set up over there, hopefully before Friday, but either way, it doesn't make any difference. Friday will be my last stream on this rig, and then, or this rig underneath the pedal and wheels, they are staying the same. And then I will probably be having a week off because then we're getting internet installed at the house, but somebody's already coming to End Station. How we doing? Hope we're all well, buddy. I got a bit distracted there as I seen a few messages pop up. Hope we are all doing well. Oh, don't do see it's a mess. Don't touch any walls. I did see that actually. I did see that about walls being rather brutal penalties. So yeah, we will try our best to avoid that. But yeah, we've already got somebody coming and scheduled in to sort the internet at the house, which was as early as we could do it. But there's going to be about a week or so before we manage to get into that. Friday go to plan. Friday did go to plan. Yes, thankfully, better than I expected as well. It went to plan a lot better than I expected, so also quite glad about that. Now, a couple of things that I'm not sure, so appreciate that, Adam. Thank you very much. Picture and sound all good, lovely stuff. Good to see everybody in. Appreciate everybody stopping by. It feels like it's been a while since I streamed, but it's just because I missed the usual Friday, what has now become the usual Friday stream. So anyways, we're starting at the back. High tyre wear. I think high fuel wear for high fuel depletion. I can't quite remember. I think fuel's fine, it's just the tyres that are a bit of a killer. So, we're going to see how we get on here. One thing that I was hoping for the update is that they'd reinstated the strength in this wheel that they actually took out and got rid of, which I was a little bit gutted about some time ago, that, and I've just been hoping and praying that each update they do, that, you know, this wheel feels very light, basically. Off the back of one of the updates. I don't know why they exactly did it, but they did it. So they took off a lot of the torque and a lot of the strength in this wheel, which I was a bit gutted about. Right, it's all kicking off. Doing my best to avoid said kickoffs. Bearing in mind as well, I'm doing this race without practice. Except for one lap. Oh dear. Almost. My plan absolutely is to one stop. It's all kicking off up front. Oh, that was a bold move. That was certainly elbows out for that chap as well. That is a little bit brutal. Not sure I agree with that one. Not sure I would say that is entirely fair racing. Right, up to P12. I felt like we'd made more progress than that, but never mind. Send it to you and get myself a Fanatec. What? The wheel? Send the wheel to you and get myself a Fanatec. What wheel do you have, James? I thought you're on the... What are you on? The G20... You're on the G29, aren't you? Or not? Have I got that wrong? I'm sure you are, aren't you? Oh, end station's saying 0 stop. Okay then. Well, we'll convert our strategy. I thought tyre wear... Well, tyre wear seems way too strong or bad to be doing a no stop. Especially if I'm going to be sliding about like that. Is that the case that I'm just actually in the wrong car then? Because the Supra is normally a bit brutal on tyres. So what we will be doing as well is in between the week where I don't have... because I'm not... might as well announce it now. So we're going to do a giveaway for this rig. And so we're going to actually have 1 week where I'm without said rig, or a rig at all, because the new one's going to be at the house. This one will be dismantled and ready to go, and I will actually considering whether or not to do a stream on pad, back to where it all began. But we're going to be doing a giveaway for this rig. I was going to mention it later or announce it a little bit later in the week, but that's going to be the plan for hopefully this Friday. So this Friday will be my last race stream on the rig. Then we're going to be giving it away. Then it'll be a week off while I get set up in the new office and move everything across, because I'm also down London the week that starts like the 15th or the 16th. I'm down London for a few days. Then we're back at the end of that week, finalise stream setup, lighting and everything at the house, and then give it a go, give it a test. Hope that Virgin Media internet doesn't let me down, considering I'm paying an absolute fortune for the toppest of tippy-top packages, in the hope that internet speed in a residential, in a normal house doesn't let me down, because I've only ever streamed from the office. Rico, how we doing, buddy? Good to see you, mate. I felt at a bit of a loss with this weekend, because there was, I wouldn't say there was no F1, but we watched it like very early, or I did anyways. I was up mega early to watch the Australian Grand Prix. I should just watch it on repeat and just save myself, you know, trying to do a 3 hour night, 3 hours of sleep. So it felt like Sunday. It didn't have an F1 race, even though it did. It was just at like 6 o'clock in the morning. It went on long enough though. So Sunday felt like it should have been a British Heart Foundation week, but it wasn't. We got that to look forward to this Sunday though. Also, that said, actually, the Sunday hopefully will be the last week on the stream with this rig. Otherwise, I will be doing that race on pad. My goodness, can you imagine? Right, I'm well off the pace of, well, pretty much everybody. And I'm unsure. End station says we don't want to be pitting. But do we? That's the question. Should I take the gamble, or will nobody else do that and then I'll look like a bit of a fool? But there was talk of a potential one stop. I haven't seen any races though this week. I popped onto Rory's stream and said hello earlier because I saved myself a little bit of money courtesy of his JT Omega link, affiliate link, as we bought the same rig that he's on actually. Oh. I'm quick round here in the Group 4s, but seemingly not the Group 3s. Physics update good, yeah, well I will know a little bit better once I drive something like the Porsche, or the cars that I drive all the time, but I haven't driven the Supra in ages. So I actually feel like I can't quite tell a difference just yet, but I'm sure I will hopefully notice one. A lot of people talking about the physics update and singing its praises. Less arcade, more simulator. Well, I have to say, unfortunately, I'm yet to feel a difference, but it's because I very rarely drive the Supra. I feel like I will have a much better idea if I jump in something like the Porsche 911 Group 3 or a couple of the Group 4s that we're always in. Woohoo! Hopefully I will get to a point where I can push and really start to close the gap, because at the minute I'm nowhere here. Tyre wear is going to be a bit of a nightmare by the end of this race. Can't wait to get back here for the British Heart Foundation race as well, as we're now going to be redoing that one, courtesy of some rather 5-second penalty for that. Wow. Yeah, the force feedback, yeah. In this wheel, I was just saying there, Rico, I don't know if you were on, but yeah, this wheel is so light. It's a bit ridiculous. I've got force feedback on 10. I haven't tried it with when it's on 1, but it's light enough that you would think it was on 1. The amount of times I've been in to double check thinking it had been reset. Five-second penalty. That is absolutely brutal, that, for just running a little bit wide and into the wall. But them's the rules. Oh, that's a killer, that. Going to lose a few positions here as well. There we go. Savage. What settings am I running in terms of force feedback? 10 and 10. But it's just got, it feels like I've got no weight to it, Adam. That's the problem. I don't know if it was just this wheel or what, but now and again it feels like it goes heavy, or I just notice it. All of a sudden feel like there's lots of feedback there. But yeah, I think it was one of the, it was Rico that was saying, I don't know if it was true, but they took the power down on quite a lot of the wheels just because everybody was injuring themselves. I don't know if that was true or not. Oh, just avoided him there, and then he cut across. No control of the... Oh my god, track limits there. I thought as well, you know, just as I did it. Just as I took that line. How are people going to do a no stop here? Tyres, everybody's tyres are going to be absolutely shot to bits. Leader is either fighting or making mistakes. DD1, is that what you're on, Rico? Oh. I don't know if we mentioned that before then, Adam, but that's me and you on the same wheel then. Which I wonder if it's the same for you. I wonder if you are you knowing what I mean when it felt perfectly fine on here, and then there was one of the fairly early updates where just all of a sudden the steering went very, very light and hasn't really returned since. Oh, he might have himself a penalty for that there. Excuse me. Oh, let's go. Have to do himself a bit of extra defending there now. Did 3 races last night, the Dirty Sambas. Was that the daily race? I didn't do any of that, but it looked a bit mental. Oh dear. Oh, I'm well off the pace in this race. I didn't think I quite would have been that bad, but that's more than 2 seconds a lap that I'm off by. Almost 3 seconds a lap. Which is a bit disappointing. Absolutely. Check out Rico's channel on YouTube. I'm always plugging Rico on the British Heart Foundation. If anybody's seen those races, you'll know that Rico is the man who is stupid enough to put himself in the seat of organising that whole thing, because after I did a couple of open lobbies on here, I realised that is actually a proper pain in the arse to do. Never mind actually organising it properly, I was just setting up some lobbies, and that was enough of a nightmare. So I actually messaged Rico not long after saying, huge respect to you, mate, because not only did I know he put a lot of effort into the commentary videos and things like that for the off the back of the races. Whoa. That whole corner there, I felt like I was going to bin it off the back of the races, which I said he was crazy enough for, because I could see, as I always say, I can see and hear the hours in those videos that have gone into them, but also the time just to actually plan the plan the championship, to actually just plan the races, to plan the lobbies, sort everything out, practice time, practice running the qualifying, everything. Rico is the man. So yes, go check out his channel, absolutely. Yeah, still on Sport and ACC. James is, but I need to join James on ACC, and I need to convince James to get onto GT7. So I need to meet him in the middle. He gets onto GT7, and I'll get onto ACC. 24.4 yellow flags up ahead. Oh, someone's gone, so I suspect that's the yellow flags. I did just realise there, I was saying I've been 3 seconds a lap slower. Of course, I did have 5.5 seconds worth of penalties. Which didn't help. But even then, I've still been 2 seconds a lap slower. 2 seconds a lap that I've been dropping off the pace, so need to work on getting a bit quicker. I'm sure we will do a little bit as the night goes on. That's bribery. I think that's a fair deal, James. Thanks for the plug. No worries, Rico. You deserve it, mate. Honestly. Can never thank you enough for the effort that goes into organising the championship. Especially on a season for me that is actually going quite well. I think, is this the 5th season now? The 6th? We've done quite a few. Not very often I can say that even one race goes well, but I have been, I would say, very fortunate in a few of them. But Adam's wanting me to lose a few races or make a few mistakes, which is guaranteed at some point. Starting to try and push a little bit more. I do run wide there though. That might be a penalty. Yeah, definitely, James. Need you racing in the British Heart Foundation Championship again, mate, for sure. Alright, final lap then, there we go. Probably could have been without penalties and stuff like that. Hopefully being in the running for a little bit longer before I chopped off the main bulk of the grid, but that's a shame. Right, well, tyres does look like it'll reach, and last doesn't look like it is worth pitting, so we're correct on that one. Anything can happen in British Art Foundation, yeah, absolutely, mate, absolutely. 3 races to go. Yeah, full grid. We struggled for a little bit, didn't we, with the first few seasons, but it's grown, getting better and better. Every time I think I can afford something, every time I think I can afford it, something happens. It's 1,200 quid bill for my MOT. Is that for the Range Rover, James? I think you need to get rid of it. Just buy a Honda instead. Honda Jazz. Not bad for no practice, yes. Well, that also as well, Larry. Yeah, hopefully we can get a little bit better, or a little bit quicker. Fergus there with a 21:37 total time, and myself with a plus 25 seconds. So yeah, 3 seconds a lap on average, but 5.5 seconds of that was penalties. So we'll try again. And we'll do a few races around here. We maybe stick with the Supra for another race. Although the BMW also looking quite good. Motive, how we doing? Hope we're all well. About to hop on. Oh, there we go. Hopefully we'll see you in a lobby then. Just very quickly as well, Nations Cup manufacturers. I'm going to try and get them in my diary. Straight away though, I know the first manufacturers I can't do, which is... Oh no, maybe I can. Saturday the 15th. Maybe I can do that one then. Fingers crossed, hopefully. And then the Wednesday, I know I can't do that one, which is a bit annoying. But then the Saturday, I should hopefully be able to do that 22nd Nurburgring Endurance. So, fingers crossed for that. Right, anyways, let's jump... oh, sorry. I've been saying Endurance, but Nurburgring Sprint is that particular layout. Right, let's have a little look then, because when we're looking at top times as well, yeah, it is all the Supra, which is a little bit annoying. But then we do have a couple of RSO1s. It's just that the problem for me is those mid-engine cars are a nightmare, as we know, in that chicane, in that bus stop chicane. I think they call it bus stop chicane as well. And the M6 looking decent, to be fair. The RCZ, I wouldn't have expected that, but the RCZ in there, sort of rather randomly. 650 in there. Genesis. Maybe we could look... Oh, the 4C. That's interesting, the 4C being in there. Race B is a lot of fun, and the Intensa is pretty good, surprisingly. Rightio then, well, I shall have to have myself a little look at that then. I think we'll have time to get 1 lap in. What car do we want to look at though? Should we stick with the Supra? The Supra feels a little bit too... you know what it is? I'm gonna go with the 4C. I'm gonna go with the Alpha, only because we've seen somebody up there with it. Shows that it does have the potential. You've possibly got to drive that. Tesco has arrived. No worries, Rico. Catch you in a bit, mate. You possibly have to drive this, let's say, on the limit or beyond. See you Sunday, mate. Yes, absolutely. See you on Sunday. Looking forward to it. Oh, see, I feel like I can plant that a lot better than the Supra, because it doesn't feel like it's going to kill me. Question there on whether or not I should be upshifting. So just gun the chicane. Possibly a bit too. Almost overdone it there. And a penalty for good measure. No, we're not having enough time to have completed either of these laps anyway, so. The Alpha could be alright in slipstreams and stuff. Try the GTR 18, okie dokie, we'll give that a go as well. I do have to say the Alpha feels fairly solid though, turn 1 feels mega. Absolutely top notch. String out those gears. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, I love this Alpha. I've always said this, I love the Group 3 Alpha. It is just absolutely unreal. I mean, look at that, that's literally just planted it all the way around that corner in third. You can't do that in the Supra. It's got a bit more power behind it, obviously, but you have to be a little bit more careful. That one, I feel like you can... That one, I feel like you can drive that on the limit a little bit more. So we'll try and get a quali lap in after this one. We're starting at the back, though. Should we try a one-stop? Should we try a pit stop? Just for a laugh. Oh, why does it... This auto-suggest thing, I've clearly done the wrong word at some point, and then it keeps suggesting the same wrong word. Right, there we go. Bibby in this one, where was he? We just saw him there, I'm sure. Yeah, and Boomer as well, Fergus as well. Bosh. Right, predictions on this one then. Yeah, previous balance of power. They're never going to get balance of power perfect, because there will be one car that just maybe happens to top, you know, the timing boards, and then everybody copies, don't they? Which I'm guilty of as well. Everybody's guilty of, but yeah, I think the it looks like the balance of powers maybe. I mean, the Supra is obviously the one to go for qualifying, perhaps, but I think a lot of people are not going for it in the race because they know how brutal it is on the tyres. The tyre wear is quite high anyways, and it can be fairly a bit of a death trap in the corners, full stop, regardless of what tyres you're on. So a one set of hard tyres, you're asking for trouble. Yes, if you don't mind, please do hit the like button. Any new faces, please do hit the subscribe button as well. New faces getting asked to do some extra favours immediately. If you could hit the subscribe button, that would be awesome. Let's go then for this one. Plus, don't forget, we're going to be in slipstreams for a lot of this, because we're going to be behind people in the Alpha here. But you can just be absolutely planted in this thing, and it's pretty mega, I've got to say that much. So don't want to get caught up in too much carnage here, right behind this lot. Oh, okay, tremendous signal as always, connection, letting us down just a bit there. Wonderful, someone's gone. Almost clobbered the BMW there. A little bit of contact was made, admittedly. Oh, so good on the brakes, the Alpha as well. Someone's already gone. Right, remember, we're starting from the back on this one here. 8 seconds, is that 8 seconds or 6? Can't quite see, unfortunately. this. You can't be flat like that in the Supra. Oh, I love this Alpha. I say it every time I drive it. I don't know why I don't drive it a little bit more. Put trust that it'll be quick enough in the race. Oh, that's the second time I've clobbered that BMW's rear end. I'll be waiting for James to say tap to pass. Oh, don't do it again. Don't do it again. Surely not. Oh, that's going to be a penalty, that. Guaranteed. I think it would have served it by now. It would have dished me the penalty at this point. If it was. Should I have a look? Should I have a look? No, don't be so silly. Oh, and we get launched there almost through the chicane. Bit of rear end damage there. And a penalty. Rightly so for him. He's going to go to the inside though. Tap tap. I was doing well up until then. Or we were doing all right, I should say, up until then. Come on, don't want to drop off the pack yet. I did that too early in the last race and then didn't help myself with penalties and the likes. Yellow flag. Don't hit the walls, don't hit the walls. Right, go, go, go. Could have had that there, just couldn't quite make it stick. Please give the space, please give the space. That's not giving the space. P12. It's a difficult one to make progress, this track, I'm finding. We kind of knew that anyway from previous races, but I didn't know whether or not the Group 3 might have opened up a few more opportunities or not. It hasn't done at the moment. Maybe I can have this Porsche this time round. Not quite. Don't want to try braking around the outside of that one, because that is asking for trouble. And we know it as well. Oh, this Alpha, honestly, feels absolutely awesome. Definitely worth a look for anybody who's wondering what car to be in for this set of races. Oh. That wasn't very good. That's twice that we've seen him nudge somebody here. Bit of karma there for him. Oh man. Just messed that up altogether there. Was that contact there, or did I just literally come off the brakes and not realise? What on earth happened there? What on earth happened there? I either just subconsciously came off the brakes there without realising whatsoever, or there was contact there, and I don't know which. Seeing that coming, what my mistake into the chicane. I lifted so that he could go around and then forgot to look forward. The Alpha feels mega, but I'm obviously not that quick in it. Is the main problem here. Alpha too slow. I like the Alpha, but it's me, I would say, that doesn't have the pace in it. It's a mega race car. Awesome on the brakes. Look how planted you can be. You can't be like that in the Supra. Down on acceleration. That's probably why you can be planted. Yeah, exactly. I mean, down on driver as well, to be fair, because I'm driving rather horrifically at the moment. Gonna have to work something out, I think. You can see exactly where it's better as well, and then exactly also where it's worse. Looks like it's pretty hard on tyres. Yeah, I thought it would have been a bit better than this, to be honest with you. I thought it would have been a little bit better. The Supra was bad enough, but this does look... I mean, I've not driven particularly well, it has to be said, but... the odd mistake and a bit of sliding and stuff, but... it's a little bit more brutal on tyres than I thought it would have been. But even though we got the Porsche, which is mega on acceleration in front of us, look at that there, we've still matched it. And just a touch better with a mistake, because it just allows you to drive with a little bit more confidence and just plant it through the corners. I knew that one straight away there. Cutting the first half of the chicane. Oh, that was actually going to be our best lap as well. Well, a couple of positions up from where we started, but I think that's just because they've quit. So, at least we can say we held out. See if we can scrap for P11 though. Not where you want to be finishing, but battling for. But you never know, we might have a good little scrap yet. 4 laps left. Oh! Sorry, buddy. I didn't even see him there. Didn't even see him there. How I didn't, I've got no idea. I actually think I heard it in my headphones before I spotted it on the radar. Oh, 720 for good measure. Oh my god, 5 seconds for that barrier collision there as well. Brutal. Oh man. That is absolutely no good, that. It's at this point there where the tyres are, I would say, gone. Because now we're starting to slide way more than I should be, or way more than I ever have been. Alpha is shocking on tyres. Yeah, I don't think it ever really used to be though. That's the thing. I think I'm still, I still have the GT Sport days in my head. Definitely never used to be, but it is now. Well, the scrap for P11 well and truly off the cards. Roller skate. Oh. I couldn't lift. I had to try keeping my foot in it. Oh, right. I think we've seen better days on that one then. Right. Let's put some practice into quali. Suggestions to look at then. What do we reckon? I mean, the Supra does seem to be the way to go. I don't want to do the RS01. The M6 is similar to the Supra. I wonder if the RCZ is worth a shout, you know. Any other suggestions? Anything that we think's worth looking at? I probably don't want to go mid-engine. Mustang Evo, says James. Yeah, the Evo maybe. Mustang. Yeah, sorry. Let's go with a Mustang. Let's give the... Let's try the Mustang. Let's give it a bash. See what we reckon. I was going to try and promise not to do any rage quits tonight, but it was always going to happen, wasn't it? Right, let's get entered firstly. What's let's say 18. What's 18 in reference to, Larry? How many times do you think I'm going to rage quit tonight? 17 more to go. Oh no, you said, yeah, you did. You said, I tell you what, let's go with the is that the right one? Let's check I picked the right one there. That's the third. Is that, say 13 or 18? God, that is how bad my eyesight is right now. Jesus. GT7 18. Right, yes, sorry. Larry did suggest that one first, so let's give that a go. I mean, the GTR is just as brutal on tyres. Sorry, not necessarily on tyres. That wasn't what I was going to say. Oh, I've done it again and not entered. Sorry. On power and spinning out the wheels is what I was thinking, trying to say there. Right, sorry, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Let's actually enter into this one. Bibby with a 46.5. That's what I want to be aiming for. Right then, get your guesses in. What is our lap time going to be here? What do we think we can achieve? If you guess correctly, any new faces? If you guess correctly all 3 decimal places, then you get a free t-shirt from the merch store, which in the next few weeks should actually be set back up properly, but in the meantime I've got a temporary little holding page that does the job for now. But yes, we should have the store back up and running soon enough, so I'm looking forward to that. Right, let's just see what we can aim for. If I can get to a 46, I'll be quite happy. Bibby's on a 46.5, so let's have that as my reference. He was starting P7 in that last lobby, so he'll be wanting to improve and get a little bit further up the grid as well, I imagine. .236 says Adam. That feels like it's fairly realistic, to be fair. .46,555 says James. Well, that's what I'm aiming for, because that is roughly where Bibby is at. So, in terms of friends lists, and based on the fact we've just been in a lobby with him, he's the direct comparison at the moment. I just need to be getting off the brakes earlier around here. It's very easy to stay on the brakes instead of just putting trust that the car will turn. Right, what we're going to be aiming for after this in terms of improvement. Oh, it's a 47,081, which I'm quite surprised at, to be honest with you. better than I thought it was going to be, which is good. So let's try and aim then for mid 46s if we can do. A couple of laps to try and improve. Let's go. Probably a penalty that, I think. No, that one's alright. I cannot work this track out in terms of track limits because I did what I felt like was the same thing in the race there and I got a penalty. So there's moments in time where I just cannot work out that track for that chicane in terms of the limits. We're already, well, we're almost 5/10 up here. James might not be far off for that treble 5 as it goes. Right, still a few tenths to be gained, for sure. There's 6 tenths there, so 46.4. Lose a little bit of time by braking earlier, get turned in better, exit, there we go. Probably be about half a tenth up maybe by the time we hit the chicane. Just can't get turned over to the left. Bit of drifting. Right, one more lap after this. What can we do? Do we think we can break down? Do we think we can get down to the 45s? I got to say, Larry, so far I'm thinking that this GTR was a good shout. And then we'll have a look at the Mustang, courtesy of James's suggestion as well. Just need something that's actually good on its tyres as well. That's the problem. Plenty of time gained back there as well, so we know there's a fair few tenths to be taken off that 46.4. Let's go. Let's try and be as light as possible through here on the wheel. Penalty. Ah! Trust me to lose it there. Trust me to lose it there. Craig, how we doing, mate? Good evening. I just dropped you a text earlier, mate, to see about sorting a sort of a little prep call for the filming next week. Looking forward to that. I think it's something like the Tuesday based on the day that the lads can do, but if you want to let me know, But yeah, Craig, hopefully the Tuesday's all right. No worries if not, or if you don't think it's needed. But just to say, everyone can say hello to the young'un before we get there on the on the Wednesday. Anyways, I need to get my stream up on the phone so I can actually see what's going on. Bosh. Let her tell us fans. Yeah, no worries at all, Craig. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Right then. Right, P7 then. So, as we mentioned about Bibby starting P7 in the last lobby that we were in. And indeed, actually, we start just in front of him. 46.4. He's got a 46.5. So, not much between us. I'm sure he will be looking forward to a good race with us, hopefully. I don't want to hold him up too much, though. He's in the M6. And we've got the Supra up front. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, and 4 and 5. And then we've got an M6 in front and an M6 behind as well. So, let's see how we get on here. Oh, you're travelling down on the Tuesday morning. Yes, of course. I didn't think that one through then, did I? Well, we'll work it out, because actually the Tuesday afternoon would be better for me, because I'm filming a wedding during the day. So, like maybe it's 5, 6 onwards, if that's any good, potentially. We'll work it out, though. We'll work it out. Anyways, right. P7. Right, now we've got to start trying to, like, get up the grid a bit, haven't we? We can't be hanging about at the back anymore. And hopefully we can maybe learn a little bit from how these guys are racing and how these are how they're driving. Potentially managing tyres a little bit up front as well, I don't quite know. Or are they just pushing and pulling the life out of the tyres and then worrying about it later? Let's go. Right, slightly better launch than the BM in front then. Oh, bit of a snap from the BM. GTR feels fairly solid at the moment. Here we go. I'm going to brake a bit earlier here though, just to be on the safe side. Oh! Brada's not enjoying that BMW, I don't think. Oh, he's still sliding. He's still sliding, drifting his way around Watkins Glen here. And he's still sliding, and he's still sliding. I don't need to brake there, so why am I doing it? That's silly. No wonder I'm dropping off everybody in front here. Let's go, come on. God. Surprised I managed to keep that one planted there. Right, yeah, the only thing to consider with this, or to try and keep a check of, is tyre wear, but I say keep a check. We're taking it to the end, so more or less a case of just hoping, really. Definitely need to be quicker through there. That's no good. Right, sight lift. Don't brake. Oh, now I've had to brake there. Go, go, go. Oh, race leader's made a mistake. The gap has shrunken. 4.9 the gap. Go easy in the right-handers and push in the left-handers. Duly noted, James. Yes, good point, actually. Ah! Push too much. Push in the left-handers, but don't run wide when you do it. You need to be a bit more specific, James. Oh! And running wide there also, for good measure. Oh, someone's gone. Right, P6, yeah. I'm struggling to get onto the back of those guys there, and as you can see, I'm dropping down into the pack behind me now. Really struggling. I just don't have those that extra tenth or so of pace. Oh, that's a penalty right now. I think I've definitely pushed the limit a bit too much there. Yeah, penalty. The grass. Contact there. Bibby with a penalty right in front of us as well. Devastated once again. Absolute nightmare. Ah. Another nudge from behind, but nobody stopping to give the position back. We got launched there. Really unfair, that one. Really unfair. All agree on that as well. Very unfair. Go on, Bibby, hold it. He's done it, he's done it. Oh, a few people serving penalties, right? We grab a couple of positions back then, thankfully. I think Bibby's struggling with the M6 there. Yeah, it cost me 5 places, exactly. Luckily we're not a million miles away off those 5 places, but still super frustrating. Definitely unfair. Oh, Bibby's gone. Right, let's just try and damage limitation on this one. We want to try and catch up to these guys as best as I can. Oh, we'll have that one. One position gifted to us. Ah. Tyres go. Oh, gonna have to catch that one in a second, James. That tyre's going. Steady right-handers, short shift. Definitely want 5th on the straights there. Side by side with Bibby through the bus stop though. Awesome stuff there. Good racing continues. P9, yeah, but it should be so much better. What's the preferred car? So the Supra seems to be the one for qualifying, but I was really struggling with it come the end of the race. Second half of the race was a little bit brutal in that, in terms of tyre wear. So we're in the Nissan at the moment, which feels a little bit better. It's the rears are a lot better. It's just that front left that's now absolutely done in. Ah, too early on the brakes on that one. What am I doing? Try the Z4. Yeah, the Z4 could be worth a shout. At least worth a couple of laps for a look, isn't it? Right, I'm kind of catching up to P8 yet. P-Leb. Just so much more planted, that rear end. I don't think it ever, well, I was going to say I don't think it ever used to be like that. It actually did, and then all of a sudden the GTR just became so lethal out of the corners. And I think they've settled it down a little bit more again, so that's good to see and good to know. You still got to take it easy in some bits, aspects. You still got to give it a bit of respect, but definitely put your foot to the floor with a bit more confidence now. It's just that front left is absolutely done in. Trying to take those right-handers a bit easier, as James says, but sometimes there's nothing much you can do. Tyre wear is extremely high. I keep thinking that's a yellow flag, but it's like one of the gazebos in the background. Might actually catch up and get past this guy when he serves his penalty here. Past Pleb. Depends on what penalty he's serving. Maybe it's just enough to keep him in the lead. Right, P7's on here for sure. It is at the moment. Just need to hope that we can stay in touch with both of them, get past P8 whilst keeping in touch with P7. Let's go. Get that one done. Oh, here we go. P7's gone off. And have this as well. He's going to have a penalty. Just watch out for him there, though. Trying not to lose too much time. Trying to get round him there. Wonderful. Somehow salvaged that there. I've got absolutely no front tyre left on that left front now. I just feel it's struggling so much to get turned in. Bibby behind us now looking for P7. Can we defend from Bibby here for P7? That's the corner there that I maybe should have been trying to take a little bit easier. Lesson learnt on that one. And then doing the pushing in this corner here a bit more. He's got to go for this one here if he thinks he's close enough. Is he going to be? I hope not. I really hope not. He's still sliding about in that BMW. Literally can't turn left, can't turn right. Wonderful, that's not too bad. A bit of a recovery, all things considered. But yeah, lost a fair few places there. Which one was it that hit us off? I can't remember which one it was now. There we go. Boring race, no strategy. Yeah, you do have to look after the tyres. I will say that. You do have to be quite conscious of tyres. So I like it, that aspect. But a bit of fuel saving and or a bit of fuel strategy as well. To be fair, if it was actually at ×7 tyre wear, that really would then split it between a one-stop and a no-stop strategy. That really would split it. 6 is just enough to make it worthwhile staying on the same tyres. So if it was ×7, I think then you'd be looking at split lobbies on split strategies. The 18 is a little smoother power band than the 13 was. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, the 18, it felt good there. That felt fairly decent, to be honest. So. Can't say I really argue with that one. That was good. It's just a shame that we end up losing places because of people pushing you off and stuff like that, and then not giving the place back. But all in all, not a bad recovery. Right, should we do one more and then look at Daily Race B? Or should we jump on to Daily Race B now? I'll let you get your votes in. Daily Race B or another Daily Race C and then some Bs. On to B now or stick with C for another race, basically. That's your options. Let me know what you reckon in the comments, in chat. and let's see what we end up going with. Yeah. What was the go-to car around here anyways? Oh, the Atenza and the WRX. No surprise there then. You've got to get almost 50 cars down before you see someone be brave enough to chance the Evo. Z4 Daily Race C, says James. Let's try and find the Z4. I'll have to have a quick try. I don't know if the Z4 will be any good, mate, to be honest. Larry's saying Daily Race B. Well, we'll do another C because we're going to be getting on to B anyways. Let's just try this Z4. Good race, mate. Nice battles. Absolutely, mate. That was class, baby. But I don't know if you saw it, if you were behind or in front of me at the time, but I lost quite a few places. Someone into the back of me, and then just after the chicane. So I lost a couple there, just nudged onto the grass a touch, but yeah, fourth back, not too bad in the end. I tell you what, top end on this is actually matching the probably matching the Nissan. Oh, it's just a bit of a nightmare to handle through the chicane. Absolute donkey. You absolute donkey. That was me meant to be starting a lap again so that I could count another full lap for an attempt. And then I go and put it on the grass like that. Oh, I don't think this is going to be any good. It's understeering like crazy there. Nah, that's no good. The understeer's too bad. The understeer's a bit too bad. Right, I'm going to jump back in the Nissan, but we'll do another race. Or should we try the Mustang? I'll have a quick look at the Mustang. Come on, load. You suggested the Mustang, James. The Z4, I think, is just a little bit too understeery. And now we're not going to get in to try the so we're going to jump in without practice here in the Mustang. I don't hold out much hope for this one, but let's see. Hey, dearie me. Right, yo. Well, I tell you what, while we're waiting, we're almost at 500 subs, which is not too bad. A good little milestone. It's only taken like a year and a half. But we're getting there. So that is good, but yeah, we're going to try and aim, maybe we try and aim for 1,000 by the end of this year. Who knows? Careful on the throttle. Is that in the Mustang you're talking about, Larry? Yeah. I shall be careful. Problem being, I'm going to be finding out as I go and trying to judge as I go. Let's do the warm-up in this case. Not that you get much of a warm-up, do you? But, you know. Go. Oh, Motive's in this one. Excuse me, what happened to my throat there? Motive's in this one. Good luck, buddy. Yeah, you're talking about the Mustang. I got you. Right. We're in P4, by the way, here. This has surely got to be one where we look at the podium, but shot myself in the foot because now I'm in the Mustang without any practice whatsoever in the Mustang. This was a perfect chance for even potentially a race win, who knows. And now we've got to see no practice, no clue how this car's going to drive really, especially considering we have the new update. So right, let's just go. Let's see, bit of wheel spin there actually, I think, in first. Right, I am going to try and take those right-handers a little bit easier, as we mentioned in the last race there. We've got to turn a lot earlier in this thing, I think. It's got the straight line, I've got to say that. Braking mega early just to be on the safe side. Oh, contact there. Problem being here, I can't let these guys drop me now. Gotta stay on them. Oh! That looked like Simba had jumped into the inside and spun him a bit there. It seems like he definitely drives with his elbows out. And then running wide as well. Absolutely perfect. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Is that saying bother? How are we doing, mate? Good evening, good evening. Hope all is well. Thank you for stopping by. Hit the like button, absolutely. If you do not mind, please do hit the like button. Absolute heroes. Oh, nah, the oversteer on this thing out of corners is a little bit lethal. TMK as well. How are we doing, mate? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Is this James and Craig dragging you all over to come and say hello? Really, really appreciate it. Although a no practice race in the Mustang was probably not the best time to tune in. Because this is definitely not going to end well, this. I already feel like I'm about to bin it. Subscribed, Craig sent you as well. Cheers, Dawn, thank you very much. Absolute hero. Cheers, Craig, as well. I'm sure it's all against all your will, but I appreciate it. kind of catch up to those guys now. I've been left for dead, I think. This just isn't the kind of track that really suits this penalty as well there. That suits the Mustang. It doesn't feel. You never know though. We'll try and keep a check on tyres and hopefully outlast the rest of the grid. Oh, nah. Gonna lose a few more places here as well. I would say it started so well, but it just started with a bit of promise. But check out the even tyre wear. Yeah, at the moment it's not too bad, but I keep I'm trying to get the power down there. Keep sliding those rears. That he just breezes past actually out of the slipstream there. Don't make the same mistake. Stream looks great and the audio as well, makes well done. Cheers, buddy, thank you very much. Oh, I've gone too deep. Just a shame about the race in the way. Oh, that's also going to be track limits. What an absolute nightmare. You can't have it all though, can you? As long as the stream looks and sounds good. I've been it all night long, which is what I do, so... Oh man, what a nightmare. I felt like I was alright actually in the GTR, to be fair. I feel like I am getting just a touch better around here, but the Mustang's got the better of me. That's a bit better though, that's a little bit better. A couple of tenths actually gained there to the leader as well. No good though when you start P4 and then all of a sudden you're down into P8. New physics, yeah, I'm going to blame the new physics. Although I've been blaming the new physics every update. So, at some point, I've got to find a new excuse. Which at least in a few weeks' time will be, it's because I'm on my new rig. So, at least I can have that excuse for a couple of weeks. And then after that I need to find another new one. Hopefully there's another Gran Turismo update by that point. close. What new rig am I getting? I'm getting the GT Omega Prime. Wheel and pedals staying the same, obviously, but for actual rig and frame, yeah, we're going with the Prime. So I'm looking forward to getting onto that. It works out quite nicely, Craig, as well, because we're into the new house now. So I was just explaining a little bit earlier there. We're going to be doing 1 or 2 more streams on this. And then I'm actually going to give this away. I keep pointing to the wheel when I say it on this, on the PLAYSEAT Evolution, which is the frame it's on now. And then I'm going to be giving that away. And then it'll be about a week or so. I get the new rig set up at the house. We're getting internet installed over there. So the first stream on the new rig will also be in the new house. Or the first stream in the new house will also be on the new rig. So it'll be new everything. And then I'm going to do a little video on the setup and maybe a review and all that sort of stuff as well. So should be good. Looking forward to that. It will still be, as I say though, on this wheel and pedals. Thrustmaster T300 RS. We'll still be on this, but we'll be on the Prime. So really looking forward to. Really looking forward to that. I'll be in my absolute element if the week that I stream, first week at the house, and or first stream at the house, and first stream on the Prime rig, I'll be in my element if it turns out to be a week of dailies, including the Nurburgring Nordschleife. Let's go cutting the grass. What on earth is that? Oh, I've let myself down here, haven't I? This has gone horrendously. Absolutely horrendously. Yeah, more streams coming. I want to get on to doing... I've missed the last few Fridays. But I'll hopefully manage that a little bit easier when we're in the house. ACC as well, keep threatening to get onto that. We bought the game ages ago. And haven't managed to get onto it since. But it's on the list, it's on the list. As I keep threatening with all my big bright ideas for the channel. Tell you what, we've still got 5 laps to go here, and that front left is looking fairly done in, despite all best intentions and attempts to look after it. I'm way off the pace in this thing though. Straight line's alright, but just everything else is a little bit of a struggle around here in it. I'm going to have no front left by the end of this race, I don't think. We had no front left of the Alpha in the second race. But I think, as I was saying there, if we had we are on time 6 tyre wear. If we had time 7, then it would almost be splitting between pondering a one-stop strategy. I don't think I'll bother boxing James. I don't think I'll make up the time back up, to be honest. it's a mega long pit stop, I don't think, but oh, man, absolutely brutal. Oh, here we go. P10 with a penalty. Could this be one that salvages me a position? It may well be, yeah. I'll try and have a look to get that one back though, so we've got to be careful. Right, motive in front, P9. Don't think we're going to catch up to him though, if we're being realistic. Tyre wear being so high, yeah. There'll be no kids on this race. A little bit of contact there, but I don't think I'd really blame him, to be honest. Keeps it all clean through, yeah. Just can't get the brake. Couldn't get the car slowed down. Did brake just maybe a touch too late. It's ended up in a four-way battle for P12 though, or P11. Now a three-way battle. Nope, still four for P12. Oh, I just can't get turned. Can't get turned. Literally no front left remaining whatsoever. Well, there is the tiniest amount, but it's literally so impossible to get turned. Excuse me. Last couple of laps going to be ice skating. Literally, that last lap there was bad enough. Already feels like you're ice skating a bit on them rears, because the car's so flighty. Right, last lap. Can't believe we've started P4 and now I'm going to be battling for P10. Luckily we don't get a penalty there, I thought we would have done. Can we battle for P10 whilst basically driving on ice? I have the slipstream. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, no front left. Oh, that's painful. Absolutely painful. Oh, even more painful. Even more painful. Absolutely brutal. That is that. That is that. Started P4. Oh. That is what happens when you do zero practice in a car. That one you're not very good in, and maybe isn't entirely best suited for that track, but that's just me making excuses. Oh. Surely not, come on. We're actually going to have a 5-second penalty here, which sees us not plummet down the grid like Carlos Sainz did over this weekend, but if we did have a load of people behind us, we certainly would have done. And that, my friends, is that. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Oh, motive. I hope you managed to be a little bit better than I just did there, because that was fairly shambolic. All said. What a nightmare. Right, let's go again. Not that race, we're going to go to daily race B now. Let's have a little look over here. What should we have a look at? I fancy having a look at the... If balance of power was a little bit more fair, then I would have probably actually fancied a little look at the Lambo. But it's a Tenza or WRX, so which are we going to go for first? We'll go with the... I prefer the Atenza, so let's go with the WRX first, and then hopefully we can improve, practice, improve, jump in the Atenza, and do even better. So, oh, I've done the same thing again, not entered. GG for hanging in there. Yeah, well, you've got to, haven't you? Otherwise, if I rage quit as often as I seem to be doing recently, then I might as well be down in the dodgy lobbies and be starting all over again. So, WRX. "13 minutes." So hopefully enough time to learn this track. There's not too much difference for anybody who hasn't seen this one yet, but I still need a little bit of practice on it. So it's Nurburgring as we know it, but we actually no longer on this layout head down to the very bottom hairpin at the tower. We no longer do that. So sector 1 is as normal. it's this braking point that I need to sit and work out. I'm going to go 100 for now. 100 is probably not far off, to be fair. Let's go again. So the lap times round here, 1:35 there, pretty much. That should hopefully be a low 34, then in the 33s. Hopefully we can then also aim for 32s, but I don't quite know exactly where we are in terms of pace. But I imagine we're a fair way off. So let's keep improving. Get your guesses in. What will our fastest lap time be? Our lap in purple. If you get it correct, free t-shirt from the merch store. Links to that in the description. Oh, I could have kept my foot down on the power the whole way there through that corner. Let's stick with 100-meter braking. Bosh, let's go. Dan, how are we doing, mate? Hope we're all well. I don't know if you commented earlier and I didn't spot it. Sorry, buddy. If so, if you've just tuned in, hope we're all well. Hope you had a good weekend. What you reckoning of this week's dailies? I'm possibly going to be a fan of this combo. It just depends on how good the racing ends up being. All going to depend on the racing. Right, this is going to be a 33, so hopefully we can aim down for the 32s because we're going to hopefully keep improving quite a bit. Nightmare, that one. .8. We can do better than that. 33.8. Catch that comment in a second, Larry. I think you're saying your lap time there. It starts by saying I got 32.7. Ah, right, okay. 32.7 then is what we're aiming for. It's official. You're faster than me. I don't know about that, but I have to work that one out for what line is best to take there, to be fair, because there's going to be a few different options, I think, or a few different ways that people are taking that at the moment. Just run too wide there. Otherwise that could have been 8/10 off there and we would have been down to 32.9. Just try not to lose this one under the chicane braking. Nine tenths up here. Gonna lose it there though. Right, so there's a couple of tenths still in that one there. 33.0. Yeah, it is a nice time, Larry, to be fair. That's 3 tenths I've got to find to match that. Right, 2 tenths up, here we go. How did I lose that? That's so much time there. See if I can get another couple of laps in here, because should easily be on a 32, maybe it's a mid 32 actually by the looks of things. A couple of tenths lost, still a couple of tenths up. Five tenths improvement on that one. There we go. 32.6. 32.6. Let's try and grab another tenth or so if we can do. Oh well, that's not going to be the way to do it. I very much doubt. Anyways, challenge now is to get in line with the Ghost and grab a few, make up a few tenths. Dirty tyres. Deary mate. Right, I'm going to get 2 more laps. Two more laps, here we go. What a donkey. Nice lap, cheers Larry. Yeah, I think if I can just grab a couple of more tenths, that's definitely on the table. Right. We've got 2 more laps here, let's go. For the t-shirt, 32 treble 3 says James. I want just under 3 tenths improvement then if that's the case. That's a lot better, that's a lot better. Maybe it's just too tight to the apex, a bit too quickly there. Serve the penalty this lap and then we got 1 more lap basically. See, we're already a tenth up there. 32.456 is Craig. Let's do it. It's one of those. 32 treble 5 says Dan as well. Sorry, Dan, missed that one. See if we can get one of those. Either of those times. Final lap, come on. Sorry, Larry, I'll catch that one in a second. Might have lost too much already. Start that one again. Start that one again. Funny thing is, I can run high 32s in race pace and barely run 32s in the time trial. Well, it's a short. That's the thing. It's a shorter track, so you might not be. You know, like race pace might not be that far off it really. Not much tyre wear. Slightly shorter track, so yeah, the difference might maybe not be too much. I know what you mean though. I'm normally like that, where I'm normally obviously not too bad in time trial often, and then I come to do it in the race and I'm like nowhere near. Oh, that's going to be a penalty, running too wide, I presume. If not, then it should be realistically, but never mind. Don't know how it's not. No, we get a penalty for that one. I don't know if that's from the one further back or if that's that one just there. Oh, look at that, man. There you go. There's a 10th and a half there, and then we're going to actually end up being in front of the Ghost. That's almost 2 tenths still to be gained there. I can improve. There's time to go yet. Follow the dark black line. What is that, the track? The one that's about 10 metres wide. I assume you mean the tyre marks on the track, the racing line. Oh, here we go, right. Not as bad as I thought, not as bad. P8, middle of the table. Cheers, Dan. Fingers crossed. We might do. I don't know, because turn one is turn one. So if we're P8, actually, we're probably in the worst possible spot. Yeah, on the corners, picking up penalties. Running a bit too wide. Podium at least. I very much doubt that, James. We'll try. I'll not say I won't try. Right, come on. I just hope we don't get battered in turn one here. Right, we'll do 2 races of Daily Race B, and then we will be calling it a night. But we'll probably be back. We'll be back on Friday, hopefully, and we'll probably do a few races then, I think. Let's go. round the outside for turn 1. Oh, it actually is as well going to be round the outside. Oh, that is brutal. I wasn't expecting that. What a treat. What a treat. I genuinely said round the outside as a joke, and then it happened. What a belter. Right, can we make up a couple of places here then? It's interesting to see the lines that people are going to be taking here. Oh, not that line. That's not the one you want. Okay then, fair enough. Right, I'll tell you what then, James, you might not be wrong about a podium. We might not be far off here after all that. Especially considering this. 4 into that chicane does not normally go. And as we can see, we're right onto the back of them. I'm going to go wide here just to try and stay out of trouble. Give myself the option to cut back if we need to, which we have done there. Wonderful stuff. I'm going to work with the Tenza. Maybe I'm not. Just going to have to try and hope. Oh, that was late. The first move was perfectly fine, but on him was not. I'm very fortunate that that wasn't a penalty there, to be honest. Very fortunate. Right, chasing down the podium now then. James was not wrong, as it turns out. The trailer park girls thing I actually don't get, but I have to say I saw it on Rory's stream and I heard him say it and I did not get the reference whatsoever, but I need to do my homework clearly. Come on, the race for the podium is on. The chase for the podium, at least. We're not racing for the podium yet, we're just chasing it. Now we could be racing for it though. Come on. Part of a song. Oh, right, there we go. Part of a... Didn't... No idea. Right, well, I shall listen to the song later. And then, that'll become a new thing. Well, a new thing to me. Clearly, I'm a bit behind on the... a bit behind on that one. Right. Just like I'm a bit behind P3 here. Could absolutely look for a move, I think. He knows it as well, he knows it. I'm going to go one more than you, mate. That one, I will say, is absolutely fair enough, that one. Double overtake. Somebody lost out big time there, though. I will not back down in the fact that that was an absolutely fair enough move. That was absolutely fair enough, that. I was alongside by the time we hit the apex. I think the collision part, or somebody going off, was the guy that was on the far left-hand side, was then obviously cutting back across the track, which is just one of those things. 3 cars all taking different lines into the same corner. But we get the double overtake, and now the defence is on for P2. Let's go, let's go. Catch you in a bit, Adam, mate. No worries at all. See you Sunday. Absolutely, mate. I'm looking forward to it. There's a potential I'm going to be racing on pad, though. But we'll work that one out when we get to it. Have a good week, mate, and I should catch you on Sunday, or possibly Friday if you come and say hello on the stream then. Right, we're defending for my life here for P2 now. He's going to go for it. Has he gone too deep? I could see that one coming a mile off. He's probably thought, well, he's done the same the past 2 laps. So he was going to go for it there. I absolutely seen that one coming. We're still in front at the moment. Now he is in front. We're going to have... Oh, no, we're not, because he just gets his foot down well enough. I was going to say we're going to have the inside line. But we absolutely do not. Right, the battle remains on. We've still got the podium. We just want a different step on the podium. Go, 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 go. Come on. The Tenza versus WRX. I would absolutely prefer the WRX to win, because that's the one I'm in. Let's go. P1's running away with it. No way we're catching up to him. Just wanted to make him panic there, thinking that I was going to have a look to the inside. I obviously absolutely was not. What I might do here is have a look potentially if we have the slipstream to the inside for turn 1. I think I'm going to be way too far back though. Which he knows as well. Blocks that one nicely. Just can I close the gap and have the move into the final chicane? That is the question. Probably not now, looking at it. I've just dropped just a bit too much, a couple of tenths off. Just not quite going to happen, I don't think, on this occasion. Podium it is though, P3. I did not expect that. That is a bit of a treat. The one that I'm most shocked about is the turn 1 round the outside. That I did not, definitely did not expect, and I did not expect that. Did not expect that podium either. Not too shabby. What an absolute treat. Hope everyone enjoyed that one then. Not too bad. For the first daily race B as well, let's be fair, that is not too shabby at all. Cheers, Larry. Cheers, Dan. Thanking you. What date are we on? 3rd of April. Right, let's jump straight back in. A little bit more qualifying. We'll stick with the WRX. Stick with what we know. Bosh. Oh, Dan, you're actually top of the friends list as well. Nice one. Top of the friends list. Let's see if we can top that. I very much doubt it, but... Need to be off the brakes earlier there. And I just wasn't. Right, 1 minute 5.551 for that sector, so that's a good reference point. If we can get that down to sub 1 minute. Right, 32.8. Let's try and get a few tenths off this one. What's your guesses? What do we think we can do? Get them in chat. You know the score. If we get it correct, all 3 decimal places. Free t-shirt from the merch store. I'm sure everybody's sick of me saying that by now. But you could very well have yourself a free t-shirt from the merch store. There's a couple of tenths improvement on that lap time already, which will match the current time that we have. Almost 3 tenths up there. Oh, that is mega. That's mega. That'll do. Couldn't get slowed down. Still not too bad. 2.5 tenths up though. Go, 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 go. Yes, 3 tenths up. Magic. 32.503. Did anybody guess that one? Larry was closest, I think, there. Only 20 thousandths off. Or thereabouts. We can still improve on this though. Come on. %, can still improve. we'll be lucky if this is half a tenth by the time we hit the chicane though. Right, one more lap. Let's grab another tenth off this. That'll definitely do it. Better exit there. Focus on the run. Not that lap because we've already sacrificed that one. Come on, final lap. What do we reckon? That's probably a penalty, I think. So it looks like that is our lap done for. Might be, might not be. Let's keep a check though. Yeah, that's definitely our lap done. Right, back in a sec. And when we get back, we'll be doing our race, where hopefully we can grab another podium. Right, back in a sec. Right, let's go. P9. Right, there is a strong possibility, or a strong likelihood, should I say, that we are not getting another podium in this one, but we'll hope for the best. We shall hope for the best. P9. Oh, Francois on pole posizione. Oh, not got time for a drink. Go, go, go. close there, very close. Tell you what it is, we could actually be on for a podium. All it takes is one person. Oh, and it's the guy behind me. I was going to say, it just takes one person to make one mistake. And actually the guy behind me there makes a pretty big one, but we're all good. I'm going to try and go to the inside here. Take the slipstream of all these guys in front. Look at that, such a big concertina effect. Into turn one. I'm now around the outside, which is maybe not the best place to be. We've got someone on the inside. Now we can go at the inside. Oh, we're sandwiched in between the two of them. Oh my word. Talk about wheel to wheel racing. Wheel to wheel to wheel to wheel. That's very early on the brakes. Go, 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 go. Sorry, buddy. Go, go, go. Right, I think the pack is now all split up. We're back to single file now. Oh, maybe we're not. Maybe we're not. You can always trust that chicane to mess up the running a little bit. Is that Subaru going to outbrake himself? No, but the one behind me is. Oh no! Or the Mazda. I'd say I saw that one coming a mile off, but the truth is it was about 50 yards and it was on the radar. I saw that one coming 50 yards off. That one I didn't see coming near as much, but we get clobbered yet again. Luckily no damage. Right, turns out that is quite a good place to get a move done if you can brake early enough and you're fortunate enough that the guy in front either goes deep into the corner or out brakes. Oh, that's contact again. Oh, come on. Really? Really? I didn't think that was how we were doing racing, but it looks like it is, which is a shame. Oh, what's going on with this lobby? No, come on, we've had loads of this. What is going on with this lobby? Oh, he drops to let us pass. Right, fair play. Can't argue with that one. Can't argue with that one. Fair play. Really good racing until that point. Yeah, it was. It absolutely was. It was actually going not too bad. I mean, actually, even despite all of that, we have actually only dropped 1 place from where we started. But we'd made decent progress until then as well. So, unfortunately, I don't think we'll manage to make up too much more progress or make that space back, because we've just... I mean, 1.5 seconds to the guy in front. That's incredibly difficult to find, even at the Nurburgring, at the GP layout. Never mind this sprint layout. So unless he makes a mistake. Where was that penalty then? Oh, brutal. Absolutely brutal. This race has not gone my way. Another track limits? Where was that second one then? Maybe I've just stopped concentrating, I don't know. Oh man, it's all gone downhill. Oh god, I was going to say it, really? Yeah, I didn't see where I got that one either, but maybe it was from, I don't know, maybe it just took a while. It was a couple of corners prior to the penalty coming, I don't know. P10, we got these two guys battling behind, but hopefully we can hold on to P10. No, because we're going to get launched again. Oh, and again. Fan Dabadozi. Oh, and again. Oh my god. I need that place back, or those 2 places back. Looks like they're having the kind of battles that we've had all race. We've just not wanted to be involved in them. Right, we get this one then, hopefully. Around the outside though, this is what we're going to have to do. It's a hard place to overtake around the outside, this corner here. Oh, and there we go, right. Well, that just about sums up this race then, doesn't it? There we go. Well, I'm going to make sure I get past him, because I want that place back, so... Lovely stuff. And that is pretty much Gran Turismo summed up in about 35 seconds. Unbelievable. I take that back. That is Gran Turismo summed up right there. My word. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Right, well, on that bombshell, or on that dive bomb, it is time to end. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. As always, thank you to our new subscribers, a couple of you there. New faces to the channel, really, really do appreciate it. Hope everybody has enjoyed it. Enjoy your week. Firstly, I'll be back on Friday for what could potentially be the last week, the last stream on this rig, and then Friday we're going to do, or over that weekend, I'm going to work out how we do it and take the entries, but I'm actually going to be giving away this rig, so you can't see it really on the webcam, obviously not the wheel because I'm keeping that, but the actual rig that I'm on here, the PLAYSEAT Evolution, I'm going to be giving that away on the channel. So, or somehow it might be a Facebook thing or an Instagram thing or something like that. We'll work it out, but we're going to be giving it away to a subscriber or a follower. So that will be good fun. So hopefully everybody can tune in on Friday for that. Hope everybody has a good week. See you Friday. See you Sunday. and then we'll work out when the next one's going to be, all things depending on when I get the new rig set up and all that sort of stuff. And we'll also save the replay there for a laugh. Right, hopefully everybody's enjoyed it. Thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. Enjoy what's left of your week. I shall catch you all on Friday, hopefully. Toodles!